Hello there, Nickioh here. Just a few minutes ago, the 25th anniversary Super Robot Wars livestream just ended, which you should know by the time you see this video, but they showcased the new PV for Super Robot Taisen V, which is quite an interesting PV. There, to say the least, there's so much to talk about. So the stream just ended. I saw it live on stream and I'm gonna watch it again right now because the official Bandai Namco channel just put out the high quality version. Just gonna do an analysis / impression kind of thing. But yeah, this is the second time I'm watching this and this is completely live. No script, no notes, no nothing. Just go through this PV one more time and I'm just gonna talk about what I find interesting. Hopefully I'm not gonna forget too many details, but you know, here we go. So let's start with the box art. So quite interestingly, there's now 2 battleships on the cover, which is kind of cool. The Nickioh was on the cover for BX, but aside from that, I can't think of anything else off the top of my head, so that's nice. And the Beauty Kiss from Cross Ang is on it, the Machinka Zero is on it, and Mike Gain is on it. And the new Gundam and the Double Zeta is representing the Gundam. Black Cylinder is on it to represent the return of Brain of the Nickioh Prince of Darkness. And I guess Shinketer will always be there. The Levantine is still there, which I have no problem with because, you know, I love that unit, regardless of how bad it was animated. And there's the Berserk, like, I don't even know what you call it, Berserk, Angel, Eva, whatever, which is apparently gonna be playable, judging from how it appears on the first trailer. But yeah, let's move on. So right off the bat, we are treated with the return of Tetsuya in the Great Machinga. It's been a while, hasn't it? I remember people were speculating that Tetsuya might make an appearance since back in maybe set 2, the Saiseihen. And obviously he never really appeared in the last 4 games at all. But now he's here in the trailer, so that's nice. I believe the war sector is the same as the Shin Machinga anime. I guess someone else can confirm that. So next is the Sai Gundam. Is it pronounced Sai or C? The Greek alphabet is the XI. But yeah, Hathaway's Flash, a debut series. Not the most familiar thing, but not too obscure either. I think it's a great addition. Can't wait to see how the story plays out. Next is Might Gain. Pretty standard animation, it's just a beam, although I do think the explosion was kinda pretty clean. Then after that is the Justice Gundam. I believe they showed this unit just to basically say that they're not pushing the side characters into an attack animation only anymore, which is of course very nice. And it's attacking a Doven Wolf, which is pretty cool. And the next scene is the Eva Unit 2. I think this is the new character art for Asuka. Next up is Puru. I think her cut-in is very well done. I really like the movement there. And here's the playable Black Cubile Mark II. And yeah, now we have a game where Puru and Merida is in the same universe. Ruri's cut-in animation is very well done, I think, although maybe a little bit too short. Then next up is Tobia in the Crossbone X1, shown using the actual crossbow. You probably know this already, but I'm pretty hyped for Crossbone Gundam. The next one is the Battleship Yamato, which is interesting because they do this like kinda 3D model cutscene during the animation. Not sure if I like it, but you know, I'll have to wait and see the flashier ones. Next is the Beauty Kiss from Kosang. You know, not to sound too biased, but I think the Beauty Kiss animation is really bad. I'm pretty sure it's the same guy who did Tristan Divider back in Saiseihen. Like the animation is so just janky. It's part of the reason why I never really like how the original unit looks in the latest set game, because they kind of do this kind of janky movement. The cut-ins are nice, but it doesn't transition very well at all with the actual attack and sprite. Like, say what you want about the Fullmetal Panic units back in set 3, but at least those have pretty clean transition between the the cutscenes and the actual sprite. This is just a mess in my opinion. Then the next big thing is of course the Majin Emperor G, piloted by Tessia. So if you have been following the news, this actually leaks like a few days ago because there's a toy for it. And I'm not sure if it's intentional, but yeah, the toy company kind of spoiled it. Still pretty amazing though. Like people keep demanding great Machinga and upgrade for like the whole Machinga units, and now we get 2 in one game. I'm not sure if they're gonna give something to the Shingetter just to keep up. And after that, here we have the original unit for this game. I'm not sure if it's called Wan Gray or Ban Gray. Should be one or the other. The protagonist's name is Koji Murakumo, and he's voiced by Takuya Kirimoto, who I don't think have voiced anyone that is too famous. And there's also the female protagonist, which her name is Shitose Kisaragi, voiced by Akemi Kanda, who I know for a fact that he did Nanako from Persona 4. But aside from that, I'm not sure who else he did. A quick Google search will give you an answer, I guess. But obviously, they are most likely designed by the Cross Omega team, which is fine with me. I prefer this kind of style over the Satria original any day. And of course, the fact that the main character isn't a high schooler with magical power is a nice change. The mech itself is pretty much OG Lime Barrel. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And the next big thing is of course the return of the Hakeban and the Grungas, which is surprising. I don't think anyone really expected that. I believe according to the stream they said that they are a DLC, so there's no story regarding these units or the characters, which is, you know, not the most ideal thing, but it's a nice throwback. And yeah, the unexpected is always nice to have. Then after that is the montage. So a bunch of flashy animations. Few things I like is I think the Crossbone X2 looks pretty impressive, which again is definitely to my liking. The Ava gets a new cut-in, because of course they do. And we get a quick shot of the Mike Kaiser, which is nice to know that he's in the game. And holy shit, the Machinga Zero is where half the game's budget went into in this game apparently. Look at that Rush Hurricane, it's like holy shit. Then we get to see Seabook in the F91, so we're getting that back after Tobiak gets into the X1. Once again, I love this. This is all the reason I need to buy this game. And that's pretty much it for this PV1. The release date is set for February 23, 2017. It's not the most ideal date. It is my holiday, but you know, Persona 5 will come out like a week before. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna have time to play both games. And at the end is the promotion for the premium soundtrack edition of the game, where you can use the actual vocal soundtrack as your BGM. And if these aren't too rare, I will probably get it, because why not? Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of the PV down below. If there's anything I missed, then I apologize. It's been a long day. I went out for Halloween last night instead of today because, you know, today is Monday and I have class. And I'd rather just, you know, go to bed early today. But of course, I have to stay up for this. But yeah, pretty interesting trailer. I wasn't too hyped for this game at first, but now I kinda am. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.